everyone, it's Mia from Rose Nails by Marissa Coombs, and I'm really excited because it's raining and I love the rain. Anyway, so far I've used 2 coats of Team Gorgeous number 2 from SBD London on all these nails, curing for 60 seconds in between each coat, and so nothing particularly interesting. And I am using Cashmere number 2 because it perfectly matches the neon pink pigment that I'm going to use today. So I've put a little bit of Cashmere 2 on my palette, and I'm going to use a tiny bit of makeup sponge. These sponges are from Poundland and they're really, really good. Some of them have like a waxy coating to them, so just make sure you're not using one with a waxy coating on. And then I'm going to dab my sponge into my gel polish and just create the roughest ombre ever. You can see I'm not ombreing at the moment, so I'm just going to get quite a bit of the product, still keeping it nice and thin, but quite a bit just onto the tips. And then I am going to dab off my sponge to get all the excess product off. So dabby, 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 dabby. Oh, I'm in a silly mood today. And then I'm going to use the pretty dabbed off sponge just to sort of lighten the ombre so it's not like a thick harsh line. Get me words in. This does not have to be your world's best ombre because we are going to be covering it with the powder. This is just in case the powder does not entirely cover the nail. So seriously, don't spend 30 million years worrying about how good your ombre blend is because the powder is going to help. And then I've cured that in the lamp for 60 seconds and I'm going to just do the second layer. As you can see, I've whizzed it along and I don't show you the full thing. This is just repeating exactly the same thing again. So nice, relatively thickish coat, although still keeping it thin. Dab off the sponge and then just sponge that ombre just so that it's a little bit more of an ombre rather than a harsh line. And I'm going to carry that on and cure for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to cover all the nails in base coat. So this is going to stick our pigment on once it's cured because the pigment will stick to the inhibition layer of the nails. So I've put base coat on all the nails and then cured for 60 seconds. Sorry, this is a bit of a rush video. I recorded it in a bit of a rush. So now I'm going to use some of my pigment. This is like an old makeup brush that I use for glitters and pigments and stuff, and you just want a really, really little amount of it on your brush. Do not go overkill, otherwise you're going to have a really harsh line of pigment and you're going to kind of ruin the ombre that you've done underneath. So you just want to put a little bit of it on the end, on the very, very tip of the nail, and then go further and further up the nail towards the cuticle with your brush, and that will soften the blend of the powder as well, so you get like a really nice ombre with the mix of gel polish and pigment. I hope that makes sense. And then these glow in the dark as well. Oh, I do try and show you the glow in the dark at the end, but my room was not dark enough, which is a shame. Right, so these are the holographic flame stickers that Louise at SBD London sells. And they are awesome, and I don't think I've ever used them in a set on YouTube. I've used them like on clients, but so I wanted to use them because it was kind of all like a bit of a hot pink kind of theme. So onto what is left of the inhibition layer of the base coat that we put down for our pigment. I'm just going to take that sticker and put it on. They're so shiny. And then I decided to put a little one on the thumb as well. These are not as hard to get off as I'm making it look. It's just because I couldn't see because my camera was in the way. They come off really easily, actually. I have had some stickers in the past that just did not want to bloom and come off, and these ones are quite nice and easy, actually. So I'm going to stick that on there. And then I lose my marbles a little bit. So I start rubber basing, and I at first only rubber base some nails, which is ridiculous because I needed to rubber base all of them. So just ignore me rubber basing some of the nails. You need to rubber base all of the nails because it's going to secure that pigment in, as well as keep your holographic flame stickers sort of nice and encapsulated too. So the rubber base is doing 2 jobs. It's going to stick your pigment on before top coat, and it's going to stick some glitter on in a minute, although I royally mess up the middle nail, so just ignore what I'm going to do to the middle nail in a minute. So rubber base on all the nails and then cure for 60 seconds in your lamp. And then I'm going to go in with this Halley glitter from Ink London, and this is where I mess up. So I thought I'm going to do a glitter swoosh, and I couldn't blimmin' see properly. And I completely cacked up the swoosh, so I end up pouring glitter over the entire lot and making it a full glitter nail. So ignore this incredibly terrible swoosh. I'm just going to stick glitter all over that inhibition layer of the rubber base coat, because oh my god, this went hideously. I was sat there like, what is that? So don't top coat. Don't top coat yet. No, this is not what I'm going to do. This is a lie. Do not top coat. I end up rubbing that off and covering the whole damn lot in glitter because it was just hideous and I hated it. So ignore that bit. Look, I was like, no. Then you're going to top coat all of them once you're done. And then this is the finished set. I hope you like it. I love these pigments. I love how they glow in the dark. And they're so easy to use as well. So look, I did turn my light off, my ring light, to try and get it to glow in the dark, but it wasn't having any of it because it was a really sunny day when I recorded this. I should have recorded it today while it's raining. Right, I hope you've liked this, my lovies, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.